League 2. This is the second match of the day between Boulder Wraith and Kedjor. Now, Kedjor has just come out of a 5-0 defeat to Pikmin Fan 2002 just a couple hours ago. But hopefully he should fare better against Boulder this time. Although saying that, Boulder is higher up on the elo list than Pikmin is, so that might not necessarily be easy. It's not impossible, though. So, let's get started with the map votes. Alright. Our first map looks to be the Amphitheater. Boulder is ready to go. Kedjor does not seem quite ready. I want to be able to finish my dinner before it gets cold, so I might not be speaking too much in these first couple rounds. But there will certainly be plenty of action for you to watch. It seems Kedjor is still not ready, however. What's up with that? Never mind, Kedjor is ready. We've just received confirmation of that, so let the round begin! Alright. So far, it looks like both participants have been throwing quite well. Boulder seems to have the lead, however. Kedjor now moves on to deal with these 3 poison geysers. I think he's going to need to deal with them to get the cherries past. Oh no, that cherry manages to get past fine. This one, not so fine. As Kedjor decides he might as well deal with this one. Now we can get the cherry on the move. Boulder is now planning out his next moves, as Kedjor is still hanging around in mid with 7 Pikmin, who's buying Boulder a lot of time. Time he's using to get more cherries of his own. That antenna beetle is not likely to accomplish much. What else has Kedjor got? A marble berry that is likely to accomplish even less. That said, all these enemies Kedjor was sent to Boulder are keeping him quite busy. But now Boulder can send to Kedjor a stun storm in the hopes that it will delay the cherries, but it does not. We have a close confrontation between the two squads now, with even the She-Wings weighing in. As it seems Boulder is the fairly narrow winner. Kedjor has returned to regain his strength, as Boulder is making off with this marble. He temporarily calls off the carriers to make sure none of them get eaten. As Kedjor will soon be ready to spring back into action. But when he does, what will he do? Well, first of all, he should clear out these enemies, in all honesty. That ghost power up keeps him safe for now, but it's not going to keep him safe forever. Indeed, it's just run out. Once again, Kedjor gets stun stormed. But this will not prevent him taking this marble. Boulder is going to have to come in himself and do that. And at this point, I don't think that's possible. The real threat to these carriers would be the enemies that Kedjor has left alive here. Though with Kedjor, I take down that toxic blowhawk and collect it to get to 49. That said, while Kedjor is doing all of this, Boulder is in mid with most of his Pikmin. Kedjor's got some time to get his act together, being bought by those Harrys, but those Harrys will eventually be dealt with, and Boulder will eventually be ready to spicy split across those marbles. And when that happens, things are not going to be looking pretty for Kedjor. Indeed, they are. They aren't already. $22 Pikmin to the 50 Boulder is currently bringing. Kedjor is out of position, and Boulder is about to take full advantage of that. Yep, it's a classic case of positional disadvantage. Oh wait, my mic was muted when I was saying that? Ugh. What I was saying was, the second bubble was down. Yeah, Boulder's got these two marbles. Now, Kedjor's managed to bitter most of Boulder's spicy as it was about to run out anyway. And now Kedjor is running all of this way to come and unspicy intercept both of these marbles right inside Boulder's base as he's returning with 31 Pikmin. Kedjor attempts to spicy far too late to save himself when Boulder's already here and already here to full bitter. Boulder uses the Pluckaphone to recover immediately to almost his full strength -1, now -0. And now it's time for Boulder to close this out. Kedjor is hoping that these 3 cherries will give him something he can use to turn the looming tide of his defeat. As Boulder has laid his claim to the final marble, what can Kedjor do to stop him? What will Kedjor try to do? Well, first he must contend with this barrier. Barrier now out of the way. Boulder is hunting down every last one of his Pikmin as he has given up. Boulder 1, Kedjor 0. Five seconds to go to decide between Volatile Metalworks, Frozen Forest, Citadel, Steel, and Decaying Garden. And the winner is Volatile Metalworks. Let the round begin! Boulder rushes in all of his pellets. Kedjor does the same. Now Boulder's coming out here to the edge of his base. Finds Dirigibug. Kedjor also finds the Dirigibug here. Boulder finally deals with the Dirigibug, as Kedjor now does the same. Now Kedjor attempts to take on this toxic blowhog. Retreats and grabs the rest of his Pikmin. Hoping that with more numbers he will be able to do it this time. Gives it a quick defeat, as now he already moves on to the other one that's right next to it. And collects them both in. With these two, he'll be at 44. Even with just that Anode Beetle, that will get him to 49. Or if you can get the Dirigibug, that'll be a full 50. But there's another Anode Beetle there that will probably be safer to take. Well, now he'd only be going to 42, so he'd want something bigger. Boulder, meanwhile, is dealing with this bumbling Snitch Bug, which will get him to 49. As he uses his spare bitter on the Dirigibug and the Groink to kill the Groink in a way that won't allow it to revive. But this now means that he doesn't have a spare bitter to use later. And yes, I have noticed that, Pikmin. I have no idea what's causing it. It's quite strange. Well, now Boulder is using the positional advantage he's been able to acquire here. All thanks to that spare bitter. See, 1, 2, 3. Is he going to get extra greedy and go for 4? I don't think that would be a wise play at this stage. I'd say focus on defending the 3 you've already got. No, he's going to go for the 4th. Because Kedjor is not going to stop it. The marble's off. Is Kedjor going to attempt a heist? No! Kedjor's just going to let Boulder win. As Boulder triumphantly walks a Bulbear off the map. The score is Boulder 2, Kedjor 0. now have the bands coming in for round 3, which will be on Submerged Skirmish, Halls of Grandeur, Bulbin Grotto, or Citadel of Steel. That one really looks to come up constantly. Currently, it looks like Submerged is the favourite, because of course it is. As we will be going to Submerged Skirmish. Let the round begin! Bulbin approaches Boulder. Can they deal with it safely? The answer, it seems, is yes. Now Kedjor's going to give it a go. Well, the Bulbin's not quite here yet, but Kedjor does have other threats he can dispose of. But no, he's gunning straight for the Bulbin. Well, he was planning to, but now he gets to use the Volatile to even see out 2 potentially. Yeah, no, only 2. 2 in 1. Would have been nice if it were 3, but it's just 2. Oh dear, Kedjor! Kedjor! You need to watch what you're doing! You need to use the camera! This is what you get for not using the camera. This is what happens. You always got to use it. It seems Kedjor has conceded the entire rest of this match. In that case, Boulder is the winner. We still have 6 more matches in the next 3 days. 2 tomorrow, 3 on Sunday, and 1 on... Well, actually, no. The one on Monday got rescheduled, so no. We have 5. The 2 tomorrow, let me just check, will be between... Pikmin and Pro and Possessed and King Jester. Now, Possessed versus King Jester is going to be quite late. Quite late for me, at least. But we're going to give it a go. So, until then,